Presenting is always a topical issue in business, and really today, if you don't have really professional presentation skills, it's noticeable and you get overlooked. When the company or the organization wants to take people up, they need people who've got persuasion power, influence power, and you have to be one of those people. Hello, my name is Greg Story. I'm the president of Dale Carnegie Training here in Japan, and we're in the High Performance Center here in Akasaka talking about presentation skills. Now, every week I release an episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, and episode 70 this week is on Have You Got Your Presentation Rhythm? And what I'm talking about there is how to keep an audience with you all the way through your presentation. Today, it is so tough for speakers because the minute people get bored or distracted, I've got these microscopic attention spans today, they're out with that phone. They're onto the internet, they're gone. They're on their social media, they're doing their emails, they've got them under the desk, they're doing it surreptitiously there, not paying any attention to what you're saying. You may have excellent information, really gems that people should be getting, they're not getting them. And that's because you're losing them throughout the presentation if you don't keep that attention span with you. And there are ways to do that. Now, the problem is for most people, they've got no clue how to do that. They get so tied up in putting the slide deck together and they're nervous about standing in front of people and talking to them anyway. The thought that they've got to actually keep adjusting their rhythm every 5 minutes or so through the presentation to keep an audience with them hasn't even occurred to them. If they get through it, they go, whew, well, it's done, I'm out of jail now. But that's not the point. That's not why you're doing it. You were doing it to have a message, to have ability to influence people's thinking, to get agreement to some actions you're recommending, putting some budgets together behind a project you want to sponsor. Any number of things are going on there that means you have to have persuasion power. If you don't keep that audience with you all the way through, you lose them, then your message is being lost. The whole point there is it's hard enough to get a message across in the first place. Nightmare to get it across if no one's listening to you because they're distracted. So if we go to Japan Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube, Japan Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube, you'll see in the playlist there, you'll see the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Episode 70 talks about some things we can do to overcome this audience distraction, these microscopic attention spans, and how to really get to have influence and persuasion power with an audience. So have a look at that. You'll find a lot of good hints in there. Some simple things like how to vary your vocal range so it's not a flat monotone, how to be using pauses so people have time to digest what you're saying, how to use props so you break people's attention up a little bit, how to use a screen behind you, how to project your energy with an audience, your passion with an audience. All these things are covered in this episode 70. So have a look at that. You'll find, I think, not only in episode 70, but go back over the other 69 episodes are there too. If you're interested in Japan, if you're interested in business, then this is the show for you. It's the premiere, I should say, business show on Japan. And you can get that on Dale Carnegie, it's Japan Dale Carnegie TV, our YouTube channel. And you will find, I'm sure, in those 70 programs, many things about leadership, about having good sales ability, a good presenting ability. This one on number 70 happens to be on presenting, but it covers all of those things: sales, leadership, presenting. They're the three key areas, communication, four key areas. That is what we all need to know. If we're in business, then these are critical areas. So where do you get good information about doing that in Japan? Well, this show will give it to you. Have a look at it. You'll find, I'm sure, many helpful things in there. Please take some of the information, put it into practice, and if you do, you'll have much more success as a presenter, as a persuader, as an influencer in business.